Harlan, who lives and works in Maplewood, Minnesota, called Darkness Radio on July 2015. He called to tell of a bizarre sighting he had in the winter of a strange entity that he described as hollow, but with the outline of a person. He explains.
I have thought about calling in a few times during your night show, when you have these paranormal type things. But I was a little reluctant. This one was so odd. It just really shook me. One evening, it was in the winter. I took the dog out for evening duty. It was around dusk, so there was still sunlight. My particular area is near a trail, a hiking trail. So, I am going back there with my dog. He's out there and he's about to do his deal. All of a sudden he stops dead in his tracks. Now, this is a 100-pound Rottweiler. Nothing much really spooks him. So I was pretty surprised that he stopped dead in his tracks like that, and he seemed to be staring off toward the trail. So I was like, so what are you looking at? I looked out there and I don't see anything. What are you trying? What's going on? He didn't move any farther. I thought he'd go off. He wouldn't go any further, so I knew something was spooking him. Well, he stood there like a pointer, so I said, all right. I lined myself behind him and looked down his back and across his nose and see if I can detect what he is looking at. Well, as I lined myself up and sighted in out there on the edge of the trail for the few minutes I stood there trying to see what he was seeing, and nothing happened. And then all of a sudden, a shape, an outline of what looked like a human-type person, except only it was hollow. There was nothing there except an outline of a head, shoulder and arms. And it looked like it was probably about 5 feet tall from what I can judge from where it stood in the bush area, and it just freaked me out. I couldn't believe it. That's what you're looking at. And I think it detected that I saw it, or perceived that we picked up on it, because it moved. It walked real deliberately and slowly along the trail. And it disappeared. I couldn't pick up on it after a certain point. When it moved, the dog, got a little jittery and wanted to go back inside the house. He did not want to be out in the yard any further, anymore. It was very strange. I nicknamed it the Hollow Man, because it kinda reminded me of that Kevin Bacon movie where he gets that invisibility. It was the strangest thing I have ever seen, and I am not prone to believing in things I can't touch or whatever, but my kid had told me that he thought he had seen some odd things in our backyard in the summertime. And I was like, yeah. When our dog did that, and I saw that thing move. I swear it was hollow because I can see the branches as it walked between the branches. I could still identify its outline. He looked like the Predator, kinda like that, except it looked like, I could only see a black outline of it. From me it was probably 100 feet away. I didn't hear anything. This was the dead of winter, so it was cold and still. I heard nothing. Strangest thing I ever experienced. I would have thought, well, you're just seeing things. But the dog, he's the one who started the whole thing.